Happy Monday. Today is the first installment of Mind Over Melanin's Mindfulness Mondays. And oh yeah, and happy April Fool's Day if you do that type of thing. I'm gonna keep my eyes open and be vigilant today. But I wanted to start with the basics. So I'm going to briefly just tell you about the states of mind. There are 3 states of mind when it comes to mindfulness. And these 3 states of mind are rational mind, emotion mind, and wise mind. And optimally, you would operate in wise mind, but emotion mind and rational mind do have their benefits. Rational mind stems from a place of logic and oftentimes is perceived as being absent of emotion. And an example of that would be, let's say there's a woman who is she's pregnant and her partner wants her to have an abortion, and the partner's justification or logic of this is void of emotion, and that reaction or logic train of thought is, I would like you to have the abortion because we are not financially stable and we are not maybe mature enough, and so I don't think we would be equipped to parent a child effectively or support a child's needs. So even though this has tons of logic in it, it's definitely void of any emotion, and that person could definitely be hurt by this logic. And so that's, something that, you have to be conscious of if you are a person who is typically used to operating in rational mind. It does not have really great interpersonal benefits. So, emotion mind. Let's go into emotion mind. Emotion mind is based in instinct. So, with emotion mind, you it can be exacerbated by several things. One, if you're sick, if you're hungry, if you're tired, and if there are any environmental factors such as the weather is bad, or maybe there are people around you that you're not that fond of, or it can be several things. Just making you not yourself, taking you out of baseline. Baseline is your normal state of being, in your optimal state of being. And so those are the things that can really make emotion mind come out even more. And emotion mind is me just reacting without really thinking, and it's what naturally comes out. So if I'm in a triggering situation, emotionally I might want to curse you out, or I might want to just snap at the people around me, or just jump in without really strategizing. Now, wise mind is the intersection of rational mind and emotion mind. You take these two and it's like an overlap is where we optimally want to be, because you want to be able to use some of that logic and strategy from rational mind, as well as some of your instinct with emotional mind. So what that would look like is really the essential definition of wise mind. So you are able and aware enough to say, I'm triggered by this situation. It's making me feel vulnerable or upset. However, I know that there are consequences from how I can, the different ways that I can react or respond to this situation. I want the most optimal outcome from this. So but I also want to let the person know that I'm triggered, and I want to prevent this situation from happening over and over again. So that could look like you letting people know how you feel without being aggressive, or without almost being vengeful in a sense, whatever that may be, or being overly emotional if this is not like the right setting for that. And then having some type of constructive or productive input into the situation to ensure that it doesn't reoccur again. So this is the first installment, and I've left you with that. The thing that I would challenge you to do until next week is start to be aware and point out the times when you're in these different states. So we have emotional mind, rational mind, or emotion mind, rational mind, and wise mind. Wise mind is where you want to optimally be. So I will leave you with that information, and I can't wait to see you next week. Peace.